Find a position that feels truly comfortable. Allow your body to settle, and when you're ready, just gently allow your eyes to close. And now, we'll begin our journey into relaxation. It will just take a few moments before tonight's sleep story truly begins. We will count down together from 10 down to 1, and with each number down, just allow yourself to let go a little bit more. 10. Start by just feeling the support right beneath you. Feel the mattress, the bed, or whatever surface you're resting on tonight. And beneath all of that, feel the deep support of the earth itself. A solid foundation, a constant, comforting hold from our home. And as you become aware of that support, just see if you can release a little bit more, letting go just a little more. 9. Now, just gently scan your body. Where are you holding on to tension? There's no need to judge, just notice. Maybe it's a little tightness in your toes or your feet. Maybe it's in your calves or your thighs. Perhaps you're holding it in your chest or your stomach, or maybe you're holding that tension in your hands or in your face, around your jaw and your forehead as you lie here. And as you become aware of this holding, just notice the release that comes from awareness itself, allowing it to let go right now. 8. You are safe. Just allow the sound of my voice to be your companion tonight, a gentle guide. Know that this voice will only guide you to places of safety, spaces of peace. See if you can find rest in that, if you can find trust, and notice that when we feel safe, our minds can become gently curious as we drift closer and closer to sleep. 7. The day is done. What has passed, and what is to come will come tomorrow. Whatever thoughts arrive right now, just notice them for what they are. They are just thoughts, a part of the mind, but they are not you. You don't need to follow them. And so, if and when they come, just gently let them drift by, like leaves on a quiet, moonlit stream, or clouds passing across a starry night sky. 6. This is your moment. This is your time, set aside just for rest. Let that allow you to settle in right now, to feel warm and peaceful, just lying here, getting ready to listen to a story. 5. Peace already lives inside you. It is always there, patiently, waiting to be found, waiting to be felt. And so, right now, see if you can connect with that peace deep within yourself. 4. Perhaps you can allow for a little gentle gratitude to flow in. Gratitude for the simple things, for the safe shelter you have, and for the very breath that is nourishing your body. 3. Let's begin to imagine right now, begin to feel a gentle floating. Begin to see not the ground, but a vast, warm emptiness, a velvet night, sparkling with distant, steady stars. You are safe here, drifting, far away from everything you know, gently heading toward a kingdom of rings. 2. Check in with your body one last time. It has worked so hard for you today. It is time to let it rest, truly rest. And 1. Letting go completely as your mind begins its journey into tonight's story. Imagine you are gently floating, not moving, but being held, suspended in a vast, warm, and safe emptiness. You are drifting in the silence of the cosmos, a deep silence, not of emptiness, but of peace. A velvet night surrounds you, sparkling with distant stars. They don't twinkle, they just shine with a steady, eternal light. You feel completely safe, completely free as you drift softly, smoothly. You glide past the grand sights of space, but from a great distance, far enough to only feel their silent beauty. A giant planet with a great red spot drifts by, out of view, but it's just a beautiful, silent oil painting, and you pass by undisturbed. You are moving forward, or rather, you are being drawn toward a kingdom of rings, a giant planet, pale yellow, a majestic gas orb, surrounded by a spectacular system of rings. It is Saturn, the Lord of Time, standing silent in the cosmos. But your destination is not the giant planet itself. Your gaze, your attention, is drawn to a small orange dot, a moon hanging nearby. It is Titan, a world hidden beneath a thick orange haze. You begin your journey down a slow, impossibly smooth process, like an autumn leaf gently falling on a windless afternoon. You slowly sink into the orange atmosphere. Your vision is completely filled with a soft amber color. The light here is diffused, soft. Nothing is harsh. Nothing is clear. You are drifting through thick clouds, not of water, but of methane. Yet it feels just like drifting through a warm, safe fog. There is no turbulence, no rush, just a steady downward motion, a gentle descent, taking you through Titan's orange cloak. All around you is just orange, a soft, enveloping color, as if you are inside an amber lantern. And then, slowly, the ground begins to appear below. Your vessel, or whatever soft transport has brought you here, gently makes contact with the surface. There is no sound, just a soft touch, like a snowflake landing on the ground. You have arrived. You stand, feeling a gentle pull to explore. As the door opens, no sound rushes in. You step out and immediately feel the protection of your suit. The air outside is deeply cold, but you don't feel the cold. You only feel a pleasant coolness, enveloped in your own warmth and safety. You are standing on a surface that feels like wet sand beneath your feet. It gives slightly, but it is firm. It is not sand, but a kind of ice, water ice as hard as rock, coated in organic particles that have fallen from the hazy sky. The ground beneath you is a dark, damp brown. You look around, and the sight makes you pause, not from shock, but from its absolute stillness. You are standing on the shore of an ocean or a vast lake. This is Kraken Mare, but it is unlike any ocean you have ever known. Its surface is perfectly flat, not a single ripple, not a single stir. It is as flat as a mirror of polished black obsidian, stretching to a hazy horizon. The diffused orange light from the sky shines down on the liquid surface, creating a dim reflection, a muted but deeply peaceful glow. This is not water. This is liquid methane and ethane, an ocean of another world. You stand there on the shore of this alien sea, and you listen with all of your attention, and you realize there is nothing to hear. There is no hissing wind. The atmosphere here is thick, but it barely moves. There is no sound of waves lapping at the shore, because there are no waves. There is no birdsong, no chirping insects, no rustling leaves. There are no trees. There is only silence, a deep, primal, ancient silence. It is as thick as the orange air around you. The only sound is the gentle, rhythmic sound of your own breathing, softly amplified inside your helmet, a steady rhythm, a reminder of life in a world that is fast asleep. You feel a profound sense of peace, a safe solitude. You are the only observer, witnessing a breathtakingly still beauty. This silence isn't empty. It is full of peace. It wraps around you like a heavy blanket, soothing every thought, slowing everything down. You begin to walk along the shore. Your footsteps make almost no sound on the damp ground. You look down at the lake, the black, glossy surface, reflecting the uniform orange sky. Occasionally, a bubble of nitrogen gas slowly rises from the depths, breaking the surface without a sound, creating a single, expanding ring that vanishes. The sky above you is an orange dome. No sun, no clouds, just a uniform, diffused orange. The light here is perpetual, like a sunset that lasts forever, a twilight that never ends. And then you look up toward a place where the sky feels just a little thinner through the thick haze. Faint but unmistakable, a grand image appears. It is Saturn. It is not a small dot in the night sky. It is a giant, pale yellow orb hanging over Titan's horizon, taking up a huge part of your sky. It looks like a giant moon, but it is the mother planet. You can see the rings clearly. They slice across the pale yellow globe, a sharp, brilliant ribbon of ice, glowing silently in the faint light of the distant Sunday. The rings stretch on, seemingly forever, a perfect, peaceful structure. You stand there on the shore of the black methane lake under the orange sky, looking up at Saturn. The sight is majestic, but it isn't overwhelming. It is simply peaceful. Its beauty is a cold, still, and eternal beauty. The light from Saturn and its rings casts a faint, silvery glow, mixing with the orange light of the atmosphere, creating a quality of light that exists nowhere else in the universe. Everything is bathed in a dim, dreamlike glow. You find a large, smooth block of ice and you sit down. You sit on the shore of Kraken Mare and just watch. You watch Saturn hanging in the sky. You watch the mirror flat surface of the lake. You listen to the absolute silence of this world. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to think about. Your mind, which is so often busy, now becomes as still and flat as the lake before you. All worries, all plans, all memories seem to dissolve, evaporating into the thick orange air. They become small and distant, and you unimportant. There is only this moment, you and Saturn, you and the silence, you and the ancient peace of an alien world. Time seems to have no meaning here. You could sit for hours, for days, for millennia. You sit and feel the stillness seeping deep inside you. It fills every corner of your mind, pushing out all the noise. It feels so safe. You are protected, enveloped. Your suit is warm. The ground is firm, and the view before you is so stable, so unchanging. Saturn doesn't move in the sky. It just hangs there, a giant, peaceful guardian. The orange sky seems to grow softer. The diffused light begins to dim, just a little, like an amber lantern being slowly turned down. But it never goes out. It just becomes more gentle, more sleepy. You look at Saturn. Its grand image begins to grow hazy. The edges of the rings no longer quite as sharp. They seem to be melting, blending into the orange sky like a watercolor painting. As it begins to dry, the colors softly merging into one another. The black obsidian lake, still so flat, now reflects a softer, more muted image of the sky. The boundary between the lake and the sky, between reality and dreams, begins to blur. You can no longer tell where the shore ends and the lake begins and the sky starts. Everything becomes one single unified field of orange and black and pale yellow, a soft symphony of color and quiet. You feel your eyelids growing heavy, a pleasant weight, just like the thick atmosphere weighing down on the landscape. It's a welcome feeling, a readiness to let go. You don't have to try to stay awake. You don't have to try to fall asleep. You simply allow. You allow everything to be just as it is. You close your eyes, but the image remains imprinted on your mind. The image of Saturn hanging, peaceful, the feeling of absolute silence wrapping around you. The story of Titan, of the methane lake, of Saturn in the sky is gently closing. The specific images are beginning to fade, dissolving like mist into the air. They give way to the feeling. Only the feeling is left. The feeling of peace, the feeling of safety, the feeling of being supported, the feeling of drifting. The details of that far away world no longer matter. They have done their job, which was to carry your mind to a place quiet enough and safe enough for you to rest. Now you are left only with the stillness, not the stillness of Titan, but your own stillness, the quiet that you have found and carried with you deep inside. The image of Saturn fades. The orange sky dissolves. The black shore disappears. Only warmth remains, softness, and the quiet darkness of your room. And now there is only peace, a quiet, deep, endless peace. You are no longer observing. You are just drifting, and floating, gently sinking down, sinking into softness, into warmth, sinking into comfort, sinking into a deep, deep sleep, a deep and restorative sleep. Sleep well, so deep, so deep.